Assalamu alaikum. Dear cadets, hope all of you are okay with your beloved parents, brothers and sisters at your home. This is the second class with me. This is your Motiur sir. We'll discuss about a topic which is very much contextual for this time being, because you are not staying with at college without your parents. That's why I have selected this topic for you today. You can gaze from this slide what is seen here. This is a home. That means this is a home, and here you can see a person with his lady with their beloved children with them. And from this slide or from this picture, you can gaze that what would be the topic for today's class. Surely the topic of today's class is family. And in today's class, the contents are, we'll learn about the concept of family, classification of family, common functions of family. And you can enjoy a short video from this two YouTube link about the importance of family, or what kind of bondage we are upholding with our family members. As usual, there are some key terms which will be discussed in today's class. These words are, or these key terms are custom, norms, values, monogamous, polygyny, polyandry, patriarchal, matriarchal, patrilineal, matrilineal, patrilocal, neolocal, exogamous, endogamous, onulum, trothilum. These key terms will be discussed in different stages of today's class. Next, move on. Firstly, the concept of family. What is family? If you want to define what is family, then family, primarily we can say family is the fundamental organization of society. That means if you want to form a society, then you need some organizations, and from the organizations, the fundamental organization is the family. Secondly, family is the first step of an organized life. That means if the people of the society want to lead their life in an organized way, then family is the first step of organized life. Thirdly, family is the universal institution of leading associated life. That means if you want to organize, or if you want to associate with each other, that means no one can live in this world lonely or alone. That's why they have to associate it with some others people surrounding them. That's why family is the universal institution. This is not local or regional. It's the universal institution that is helping a person to lead an associated life. Family is the existence of a family remains in every society, in every sectors of social developments. That means family, obviously it exists in a family, and in every society, in the history, in every sectors of social developments, there should be a family in the center. In another way, we can define family is the emotional foundation of our united life. That means if you want to share emotion, if you want to form emotion, if you want to express your emotion in your united life, then family is in that center. Finally, we can say from the primitive society or ancient society, many changes have been taken place in the formation of families, function and structure. That means in the passage of time of the history, the formation of the family and the functions of the family, and as well as the structure of the family, has been changed in the passage of time from the very inception of the history. Now let's move on about the classification of family. The social scientist or sociologist, they define, they classify family based on some criteria. Now we'll know about based on which criteria the families are classified. Firstly, the numbers of husband and wife. Secondly, the authority. Thirdly, the size. Fourthly, based on status and inheritance of properties. Fifth, dwelling place of husband and wife after marriage. And last but not the least, selection of bride and groom. And at this stage, we'll discuss about in details about the classification of family based on the above points or criteria. The first criteria was family based on the numbers of husband and wife. We know to form a family, there should be a husband and wife. They start their life in a social accepted way to form a family. That's why this is our first concern, the classification of family based on the number of husband and wife. In this category, the first type of family is monogamous family. You know what is monogamous? Monogamous means a single or monogamous family can be formed by the matrimonial relation between a man and a woman. It's called ideal family. It's most common type of family in the world. That means in this type of family, a man with a woman form this type of family. In a very common sense, this type of families are called the ideal family. Secondly, you can see the picture, a husband with his wife, they lead their life in this type of family. This is called monogamous family. Secondly, polygyny. If you want to define what is polygyny, the family formed through the marriage between one man with many women. That means in the previous type of family, you can see here only a man with a woman, a man with a woman. But in this type of family, a man with many women. For example, in agro-based local Muslim family or Eskimo and Negro family of Africa, this type of families are available. You can see the picture. That means this person formed the family with his three wives or three women. These type of families are called the polygyny family. Thirdly, the polyandry. A family of one wife having many husbands at a time. These type of families are called the polyandry family. In this previous type of family, that means polygyny, a man with many women, and in this type of family, a woman with many husbands. That means in polygyny, a man with several wives, and in polyandry, uh, a wife with some husbands at a time. These type of families are called polyandry family. In our society, the existence of polyandry family is not available here. These type of families are in a few number. Once upon in Tibet, it was a custom of having many husbands in that region, and at present some of in the Toda in the inhabitants of South India. That means Toda is a minority ethnic group of South India. In that culture, they have this type of culture of polyandry family. You can see the picture. That means a wife with more than one husband at a time. This type of family is called polyandry family. The second criteria, family based on the authority, will be the authority of the family. And based on this classification, there are two types. First one is patriarchal, and second one is the matriarchal. What is patriarchal family? In this family, overall power and authority of the family rest on the male members of the family. Likely, the father will be the authority, or the husband will be the authority, or in absence of father and husband, the elderly people or elder son of the family will be the authority of this family. These type of families are called patriarchal family. In our society, that means we are practicing this type of family in Bangladesh. You can see here only male members of the authority of the family. The second type, matriarchal family. In this type of family, the overall power and authority of the family is exercised by mother, or the female members are the authority of this family. And in the perspective of Bangladesh, the two minority ethnic group, Khashi and Garo families, are practicing this type of society or social system in their community. That means the Khashi and Garo families are matriarchal family. The third criteria, family based on the size. What will be the size of the family? Based on this criteria, the first type of family is nuclear family. In this type of families are formed where husband, wife, and their unmarried children live together. That means husband, wife, and only their bachelor children. That means that might be son or daughter in their family. These type of families are called the nuclear family. You can see here this couple, husband and wife, with their two children, one son and another one is daughter. The second type of family is joint family. This type of family formed by the married son and his children live together under the authority of his parents. That means in this type of family, a father with his son or daughter and grandchildren, in this type of family, these type of families are called the joint family. You can see the picture here. This person with his wife and their son and son-in-law, their daughter, their grandchildren. These types of families are called joint family. The third category, extended type of family. In this type of family, there will be father, mother, their children, their wives, and the children and other relatives live together. That means in this type of family, not only father, mother, their children, there might be their uncle or aunt. They can be lived together. These type of families are called the extended type of family. Once upon a time in our country, these type of families were available, but at present time, the existence of extended family is very much rare. You can see this picture. The number of family members is huge. The fourth category, or fourth criteria based on families are classified. Family based on the status and the inheritance of the properties of the family. The first category, matrilineal family. In these families, children are entitled to the family status and inheritance of properties of mother. It still exists in Kashi and Garo families. That means it is linked up. You can mess with the matriarchal family. In that family, the decision or the authority depends on then depends on the mother or the female members. And in this category, matrilineal family, the properties or the status are belongs according to the identity of their mother. This is the core difference. That means in matriarchal family, the family decisions are taken by the mother or wife of that family. But in matrilineal family, the properties and status of the mother or female members or wife are belonged by the other members of that family. This is called the matrilineal family. And another type is the patrilineal family. In this family, children are entitled to the family status and inheritance of properties of father. It's present in our social system in Bangladesh. That means it is as like as the patriarchal family, it's close to each other, but there's a difference. That means in patriarchal family, the decisions are taken by the father or husband in that type of family or male members, and the earning source or the others important activities are led by or under the leadership of the male members of that family in patriarchal family. But in patrilineal family, the status and the inheritance of the properties of father will be belonged by the members of this family. Actually, this type of families we are practicing in our country, patriarchal and patrilineal family in Bangladesh. But in the two minority ethnic groups in our country, Khashi and Garo, they're practicing matrilineal and matriarchal types of family here in Bangladesh. This is, you can see, this is the lady or this is the mother or wife of this family. And under her leadership, this family belonged the entitled to the family status, and they are inherited the properties of their mother. And in this type of family, this is the father of this family, and the properties and status belonged by the other members of the family according to this male member or father. Next, move on the next criteria. And I hope that you boys are clear about the previous discussion. Because we are very much related with this context or with this text in our practical life. That's why this class is very much fruitful to you or very much familiar to you. Nothing is, I think that maximum things are very much common to you or familiar to you. There's some there's some few items which are unknown to you. Whatever. Next, move on. Family based on dwelling place of husband and wife after marriage. In our society, we can see that there's some family members. That means there's some couple, a husband, a newly married couple, a husband and wife, they start their living place uh, in a new place, or with their father and mother, or with their father-in-law or mother-in-law. That means these mixed versions are available in our society, and that's why, based on this criteria, that means based on the dwelling place of the newly husband and wife after marriage, based on these criteria, the families are classified into three types. First one, the patrilocal family. Newly married couple in this type of family, newly married couple lives in or lives with the husband's father's house. That means the wife, the wife generally, these type of families are available, or this custom or this tradition is available in our society. That means a wife is going to the husband's house, and both this couple, newly married couple, living start their life living in husband's father's house. The second type of family is matrilocal family, just opposite to the patrilocal family. Newly married couple lives in wife's father's house. uh, that means the husband starts his life in his father-in-law's house, whereas the wife start her life in her father-in-law's house. And the third type of family is neolocal family. This is the different type. The newly married couple start their living in a new place. That means they are not living with their with the husband's father's house or wife's father's house. They start their living place in a new place, start their life in a new place. uh, generally generally the service holder in our country, or in the developed country, whatever might be, they start their neolocal type of family. Suppose a person who studied in a renowned or prestigious institution of this country and start his service from his place home, in a from his place home to a city or urban area. Just after their marriage, and they start their living place, they start their life in their service place or job place. These type of families are called the neolocal family. Okay, the next criteria, family based on the selection of bride and groom. And based on these criteria, families are classified into primarily two. First one is the exogamous family. What is exogamous family? Exogamous families are those family where a person marries outside of his own caste. That means uh, in our country or in Hindu religion, this caste system are followed. There are some four castes in their community. The first one is the Brahman, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya, and exogamous family means Brahman should marry a Brahman, and Kshatriya should marry a Kshatriya, and Vaishya should marry a Vaishya, Shudra should marry a Shudra. That means when a person marries outside of his own caste, this is called exogamous family. Sorry, that was the wrong interpretation. That means when Brahman marry a Kshatriya, then these types of families are called the exogamous family. On the other hand, endogamous family, if a person marries within the same caste of his own, that's called the endogamous family. That means Brahman to Brahman, Kshatriya to Kshatriya, Shudra to Shudra, Vaishya to Vaishya. These types of families are called the endogamous family. Whereas when Brahman to Vaishya or Brahman to Kshatriya, Kshatriya to Shudra, these types of families are called the exogamous family. And the exogamous families are classified into another two types. The first one is anulom marriage, when a bridegroom of superior caste marries to a bride of lower caste. That's called the anulom marriage. That means in the four castes of Hindu religion or Hindi community, the Brahman is the superior, then Kshatriya, then Vaishya, and then Shudra. If the Brahman marry a Vaishya or Shudra, then this type of families are called the Anulam marriage. And the another type is Pratilam marriage, when a bridegroom of lower caste marries a bride of upper caste. That means when bridegroom is lower caste and bride is upper caste, that means if the bride is Brahman and the bridegroom is Shudra, then this family or this type of marriage is called Pratilam marriage, or Pratilam family. On the other hand, when bridegroom is Brahman, but the bridegroom is Brahman and the bridegroom of superior, that means bridegroom is Brahman and bride is Shudra, then this type of marriage is called the Anulam marriage. And I hope that you have a clear idea about the classification of family based on the 6 criteria. And at this stage, we will discuss about common functions of family. You know from the definition what is family. From the definition, it is you can assume that what are the functions of family. Apparently, it might be that the family is a very small institution, but in fact, really this is not. In reality, this is the place where multi-dimensional functions are going on, such as the most important, giving birth to children and rearing them up, which is the most important function of a family. Then next one, socialization of child. It teaches the social norms, manners, customs, behavior, morality, religious values, etc. That means you can see that these terms are underlined and in red mark. What is socialization? Socialization means a man can born as a man, but if he or she want to be a member or real member of the society, then they should be socialized. What is socialized? They should learn the rules and regulations, norms and manners, customs, behavior, morality, religious values, and so on from the society, and they should cope up with the society. This process, by which process a child start his life to learn the social norms, manners, customs, behavior, morality, and religious values. This process is called the socialization. Now here you come, what is norm and what is manner, what is customs, what is behavior, morality, religious values, etc. etc. Religious values means those are the teachings which they learn from the religion, and morality means which can be taught by a religion or the rules and regulation of the society, which is not accepted in the society that is immoral, and which is accepted in the society or the members of the society, those are called the moral activities, and this virtue is called the morality. And behavior, what will be the expression of that certain person, that's called the behavior. Customs means the rules and regulations or which are carried out in the passage of time. They're called the customs and traditions of that society. Same rules and manners, etc. And another function of family is family plays vast role in health and hygiene related matters. That means a children just after his birth, he or she doesn't know how to maintain their healthy life or maintain their hygiene or hygiene related matters. A family which ensure the every respective person's health and hygiene related matters from the very inception of his life. And next, move on the another function of family. Once upon a time, family considered as the unit of production system, but at present, families are treated as the unit of income or unit of earning. That means each and every income source started from their family at present time. But in the previous time, families were considered only unit of production, not the others. Next function of families, family act as a recreation center, that means highest recreation center for mental peace of the family members. Suppose in our family system, we can see that when we the people share our well and woe, happiness and sorrowness with the family members, that means with our beloved mother, father, or brother and sisters, then at that time mental peacefulness or calmness is bringing up or refreshness is available in our mind. That's why this is called the highest recreation center for mental peace of the family members. To create unity, affection, love, etc. among the family members is the another important functions of family. And finally, we can summary our today's lesson, what we have learned from our today's class. Firstly, what is family? That means what does it mean, family? Then secondly, how the families can be classified based on different criteria. Thirdly, what are the functions of family? At this stage, question and answer session, I will ask you questions if you are available in front of me in the classroom. Since you are in virtual classroom, that's why I can see you. So hopefully you will enjoy the class, and if you have any ambiguity in my class, then you can put comment box. You can put your question in the comment box from the dashboard, then I will clarify it about your queries, my dear. And finally, home task. Everyone is asked to submit an assignment on the following topic, at least 300 words, based on the two questions. Question number 1, define family, discuss its classification functions. Question number 2, what type of family you belong according to the context of today's class? Explain. And finally, you boys know the world is going through the pandemic COVID-19, and you people are the conscious member of the society. You people are the conscious member of your family. So if you maintain the proper quarantine system, then you will be safe individually and as well as you keep your family safe and sound. That's why please try to follow strongly the slogan, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.